Welcome back to Gibbo MMA. We have some fight announcements. Dana White has just taken to IG Live and has announced International Fight Week main event, which will be Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira for the vacant lightweight title. So, yeah, it's finally happened. We all kind of knew this was going to come to fruition if JDM won, which he did. So Islam has vacated his lightweight belt to fight JDM. That fight isn't signed, but yeah, they just got to work out a date for that. But Ilia and Charles for that lightweight strap now at International Fight Week, UFC 317. And for the co-main, we've got Pantoja versus Kai Kara France for the flyweight belt. So Pantoja doing another title defense against Kai Kara France. And we also got a UFC 319 Chicago main event announcement, which will be a middleweight title fight between Dracus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. So that'll be in Chicago in August. Yeah, some big news coming out today. And there's one piece of news still missing from the MMA fans that they wanted, and Dana did the same old reply. And we're still working on it. And I think you know what that is. So Tom Aspinall versus Jon Jones, still not signed, still no announcement. So Dana says they're going to get it done. I think it's going to be in November at the MSG. But yeah, but we got plenty of other great fights. So yeah, so I'll take it back to UFC 317. Ilia is fighting for the belt because he said, I don't care, like I'll just move up and fight Charles Oliveira. Doesn't need to be for the belt. And then he did go on Joe Rogan and say my next fight will be for the belt. So I guess they kind of worked out with Islam wanting to move up that he will probably be able to fight for the belt. So yeah, hats off to Ilia for being patient. And yeah, this is how the cards have fallen. So we know that JDM held 2 weight divisions in his hands, and now, and with that result of him being champ, this is where we are. So I wonder if JDM lost, if it would have been Islam versus Topuria for this fight. So yeah, I don't think Islam was pretty keen to fight. I don't know if he's going to go back down to lightweight, because if he moves up, I wonder if he just stays in that division, because now we've got the scenario of if Islam loses against JDM and then Ilia beats Oliveira, Ilia is now the champ, and now Islam can either come back down, become 2-time champ, because yeah, he won't be able to simultaneously hold the 2 belts, or yeah, he has to vacate it, so he still can get Islam versus Ilia at lightweight. But yeah, I don't know if Islam's going to want to drop back down. I think he will for that fight, but yeah, he's got to get through Oliveira first, Ilia. And yeah, Oliveira, he's been around. Just looked into it. This is his 3rd time fighting for a vacant belt. Like he was a champ. He beat so he fought Michael Chandler when Khabib vacated it. So he fought Michael Chandler for it, got dropped, almost lost, came back and ended up winning. So that was for the vacant lightweight belt. And then he defends it against Dustin Poirier. And then he goes to defend it against Justin Gaethje, but then he missed weight by like half a pound or something ridiculous. Like just apparently he was on weight on the digital scale, and then he comes to the official and it was like half a pound over. So if you're not on that 155 championship weight, so in that fight, he only Justin Gaethje could fight for the undisputed belt, and he could only just because he won, he beat Gaethje. He didn't actually get the belt. He just got the win. So yeah, it was pretty bittersweet with him winning, but then like, oh, I don't even get the belt because I didn't make the championship weight. So then the second time he fought for the vacant title was then against Islam because he won, but because he missed weight, he doesn't have the belt. So then it's still vacant again. So now it's vacant. So then he fights Islam the second time for a vacant belt and loses. And now circle back all the way to here. 317, he's fighting for the vacant lightweight belt. So yeah, Charles, like, he's been around for so long. He's got a record of 35-10. His last win was UFC 309, which was the Jones versus Miocic card. He beat Michael Chandler in that 5-round fight, which was for a number one contender spot. So looks like, yeah, that paid off that win. And then before that, he got lost a decision, split decision against Arman Sarukian at UFC 300. So this could have been Arman, but yeah, he blew it by not fighting Islam, pulled out with the back issue. So yeah, Charles slots in. He's a fan favorite. It's everyone loves to see Charles fight. He's entertaining. And my first thoughts on how this fight's going to play out. I am, and I can see, the UFC world is. Yeah, I think Topuria is going to be coming into this as a favorite, and we know Charles gets clipped early on. He's fallen in love with the Muay Thai stuff, but he just kind of leaves himself open. And I think we're going to see our boy Bronx get slapped. Yeah. I think Topuria is just going to hunt him down like he did Volk, like he did Max. Yes, he's up a weight class, but, I think with the featherweight and the lightweights, there's a lot of people that go from 145 to 155. Like Charles was a featherweight in his early days. So I don't think, like Charles is a big guy for the division. But yeah, I think Topuria, I don't think size isn't going to be, he's going to be a bit taller, Charles, compared to the other guys Topuria's fought. But yeah, I think he's just going to hunt him, stalk him down. Yeah, and just really clip that chin. Like that chin's been tested a lot. And I think it's just going to take one or two, not powerful, just precise punches. He's not going to see it coming. And I think we're looking at a first round, second round TKO for Ilya, to be honest. But, I kind of hope I'm wrong because, it'd be great to see Charles win. Because if Charles wins, like, his path to victory, I don't know if he gets Ilya's back and tries to submit it, but we all know Ilya has a great grappling game. I think getting a decision, pushing Ilya to 5 rounds because, we need to really test out, get him gassed out, really blow up the arms, take away that knockout power. I think that's Charles's path to victory there. Just make it a grindy 5 rounds and just hope the judges give it for him. Kind of like what he did to Michael Chandler. Just keep him busy. Don't let him score on you and just, score your shots. So but if Charles wins, where does that leave the division? So let's have a look at the rankings. Does that mean I don't think Islam would want to come back down for that lightweight belt to face Charles because he's already versed him. He beat him for the belt pretty easily. That arm triangle. So if Charles wins, he'd probably end up. You got Sarukian, number 1 contender, but I think he's got to fight someone else to really earn another title shot. So. Yeah, so Justin Gaethje's ranked 3, and I think if Charles wins, he probably ends up defending it against Justin Gaethje, because Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier fighting New Orleans 318. And that's Poirier's retirement fight. Yeah, and I don't think if Islam loses, I guess he could come back down and fight Charles for it. But yeah, there are a lot of scenarios can happen from this, so which is really exciting. Yeah. So again, Pantoja versus Kai France, the co-main. That's going to be a fun fight. He's been on a great tear lately. He's been starting to do laps around the division really. Let's see what his run's been like. Yeah, so this will be his third. It would be going for his third title defense. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, fourth. Sorry. So he beat Brandon Moreno, decision split. And then he beat Brandon Royval and Steve Erceg, which was a close fight. Then he beat Kaya Sakura and rear naked choke, and now he's fighting Kai France. So I think, Pantoja, I think he might just be probably too slick again. Just got that good style of path of victory, real high output, got the grappling side. Kai France, it's been a bit inactive of late. He's been around for a while too. Like he's 25-11 his record. He fights out of City Kickboxing. Like his last fight was August of 2024 on that UFC 305 Duplessis Adesanya card. So August 2024. So that's when he knocked out Steve Erceg. So, and he hasn't fought since then. Whereas you look at Steve Erceg, he lost that, knocked out, and then he just he was in a main event against Brandon Moreno, so in March of this year. So that's just the nature of the flyweight division. Kind of just, you can be the ranked 8 guy and get a title shot sort of thing. But yeah, Kai France, looking forward to seeing him get in there. He's got that knockout power. Really, he got pretty unlucky when he fought Amir Albazi. He lost that decision split. I thought that was bit of a robbery. I thought he won that. I remember him saying like it kind of cost him 150K, because you get your show money and win money, and the judges, he thought he was really hard done by, and that really set him back a bit. But now he finally gets his title shot. So yeah, that's going to be a great fight. And yeah, DDP versus Khamzat in Chicago. I honestly thought this was going to be the International Fight Week card, but then obviously that's how it panned out. Ilya Oliveira, which was what we're all leaning towards after JDM winning. So yeah, DDP, Khamzat, I think DDP is huge. I think Khamzat's going to have trouble trying to tackle him down, because he's a big boy DDP, and I think Khamzat will be like, I don't want to gas myself out just by using all my strength to get this guy down. DDP, as you know, has that rugby South African base, and yeah, I think it's going to be a long night for Khamzat. I think because he fought at welterweight, and yeah, DDP is a big guy, and Khamzat's big too, but he's not as big as DDP. And I think, him coming up against, a powerful DDP is only getting better. That's going to be fireworks. Looking forward to the build up to that fight. It's going to be really funny. And then, I just want to go back to the Jon Jones Aspinall situation. Got an interesting stat here from Mike Bond of MMA Junkie. So Jon Jones has been the heavyweight champion for 801 days. Tom Aspinall has held the interim belt for 549 days. So that's 68.5% of Jon Jones's reign that has been interim title holder. Wow. So 68.5% of Jon Jones's reign there has been an interim title holder in Tom Aspinall. You could possibly say this has been the worst title reign in history. Jon Jones at heavyweight, he beat Cyril Gane and then had like and then he tore his pec or bicep or something. Had that long layoff, and then he fought Stipe in November last year, and now, like, we were hoping this was going to be International Fight Week, but Jon Jones is in Thailand filming a Ultimate Fighter Russian version, so he's over there just living it up, while Tom Aspinall is just itching to get in there. So yeah, 801 days he's been champion for, and Aspinall's been interim champ for 549. So yeah, this could quite possibly go down as one of the worst title reigns in UFC history. And just that, I'd like forget about his light heavyweight reign is probably one of the best. But if we're looking the past few years and what it's been like for Jones, it's kind of just, I'm Jon Jones, I'll do whatever I want, rightly so. Injuries don't help, which is understandable, but yeah, just this whole thing's just been an absolute debacle of like, what's the point of rankings? What's the point of an interim belt? Like, what are we doing here? Just book the fight or just strip him. Just strip the guy of the belt and just go, Aspinall is now undisputed. Like, he defended his interim belt against what's his name? Let's bring it up. He defended it. Aspinall defended his belt. It just went away from me. Curtis Blades. So like, he beat Sergey Pavlovich for it on that short notice interim belt, and then he's defended the interim belt against Curtis Blades. And yeah, made light work of him. So yeah, so there's some big news today. International Fight Week announced. UFC 319 Chicago announced. It's every day something new with UFC and MMA. Like, I just wake up, open my phone, and Dana's on live announcing these fights. I'm like, oh shit, like, yeah, it moves quick. It moves quick in the MMA scene. But yeah, hope you guys, let me know what your thoughts on that International Fight Week main event, who you think will win that. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Have a good day.